Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Florida Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Mack. That's reeled in. It's Meadows. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The run inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Austin Mack. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Stay up. King. Four. Ninja.
Mack from the gun on third down. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Jones wants to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. At the 45, on his way. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead as we get a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Brown. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
By the receiver, brought down at the 14-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to run with ball. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown time. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Jones wants to throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Picks up the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line gets set, 1st down. This time he wants to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Mack. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Dropping back, it's Mack. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Again, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Looking to the big tight end. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. From the red zone, it's Hill. And he's in! Touchdown, Bama!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Jones to throw. Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff for Ball. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Right back to the well. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Makes a grab and room to run. Discards him with the stiff arm. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. It'll be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. He gets away. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Hey, kill it. 496 Tsunami. 496 Tsunami.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Motion from the wideout. Could be an alley. smashes through the tackle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Offense changing the play. Jones to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. Off to the races. 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time.
Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Jones wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So first down will open up the final period. They'll They'll give it to Ball. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Brown. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Tackle is made at the 37. That's a first down for the offense.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Runs through a man, he might have some space. All the way! Touchdown, Gators! The Gators answer right back.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Mack. That's caught. It's Edwards. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Mack. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man, getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the run, it's Hill. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
Well, you got 3rd in California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down. You either do 2 things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Sending the offense back to work. They've fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
Might be calling a hot route. Jones to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Gain of 26. And that's a first down for the offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
The run inside. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He might want another play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there.
1st and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Austin Mack. Plucks it out of the air.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
All knotted up in just a little bit of time left in regulation.
kill. 776 captain. 776 captain. Set hard.
They'll go play action with Mack. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect.
Maybe a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Run in the red zone, it's Hill. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash, so maybe the kicker likes it from that area, but this...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Florida.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. And with that, they win the football game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on